Yep, so I went in to get the receipt. They have a kiosk you could swipe your pilot's card at and print the receipt. They don't do it at the pump because they want you to go inside the store and buy shit. If I go in there, I'm buying something. Can't help it. Lottery ticket or... So, they have a kiosk. I swipe my card, it prints out the receipt. See how many points. Current points balance 3,567. I earned 54 points this visit. And I got 2 cups of coffee last week with my points, so still a lot. I earned 1 shower this time. My current shower balance is 3.5. A half a shower? So you just go in there and wash my balls and that counts as half a shower or something? That's half a shower. Doesn't make sense. Maybe it's the time. Maybe you get half the time in the shower. And not surface body area. That was the first thing that came to my mind, but I'm gullible. Good morning. We're on the way to Jersey City. I have the tower trim on my truck. Measured it, it's 12'9". I put 13.6 into my truck GPS just to be safe. And I'll be making 2 trips for this week. So let's get rolling. Asked me if I've seen the Jersey Devil, and the short answer is yes. It was at the Barnegat Lighthouse on Long Beach Island, and I was with a group of people standing around a big bonfire. It was a full moon, and we see the Jersey Devil walk up and stand next to us around the fire. For some reason, nobody was scared. And he stood there. He wasn't mean to us. That's that answer. I saw another one asking to be in a video in the comments. And my answers to that is, you're going to have to find me on the road somewhere in New Jersey and flag me down, and I'll put you in a video. So we'll see. Yeah, I just took that turn. Fuck. Sometimes you just gotta take it. Nobody's gonna let you in. This is Jersey City. Barge your way in. And that was a cluster bomb there, that job. I was there this morning, full load of trim. This was the second one. I got there, and there was a steel truck trying to back into the building. It's a big apartment building, 13 stories. And so he was inside, that's where I needed to put the material. Then there was a concrete truck there, and then he backed in enough so I was able to get in. After that steel truck left, I loaded. There was also a fuel truck down the street a little bit on the same road. It's a dead end. And I just finished. I put them off back on the truck, and another box truck came in. I thought I was gonna be there for, an hour at least, waiting for that crap. I almost just got in the truck and turned around without telling anybody. So I came outside, and the mason there that was, trying to get the concrete truck all ready, set up, he was yelling and pointing at me, doing the no finger, like mothers do. No, Timmy. I was just like, okay, great. Friday, end with the yeller, begin with the yeller, end with the yeller. But you gotta be calm, cool, and collected. Lose control, lose everything. Calm, cool, and collected. Where this street is, it could save you 20 minutes. Nobody's hardly on it ever. Yeah, we're driving back to the yard. It's about 15 minutes away. Maybe a little less. Unless Route 1 and 9 gets clogged, this road, 1 and 9, one little thing happens, or even if that drawbridge goes up, if that drawbridge goes up, 1 and 9 backs up. It could happen in seconds. And then it's a big cluster bomb. Because you got 1 and 9, you got Turnpike right there, you got 280, you got 70. All of these are like main arteries. So 1 and 9 backs up, clogs up the tolls, clogs up Turnpike, and in turn with that, 280 and 78 can start backing up if it's long enough. Yeah, I'm glad that one was over. Went pretty well though, surprisingly. And that doesn't happen too much in Jersey City. Usually something in Jersey City is always happening where it delays you. It'll drive you nuts sometimes. Because if there's any detours, they don't tell you ahead of time. They just do it. And you end up going down a bad street. It could be catastrophic. So when I see tractor trailers back in those streets, it's like, damn, how you do it, man? People tell me, how do I do it? Trailers, a whole different animal. It's one thing if you're going through the main streets, but if you make a wrong turn or you go down the wrong street, can get stuck there and people start pulling up behind you and it's a real mess. And if it's a street you're not really supposed to be on, you're probably getting a ticket. But usually with Jersey City, every time I come in here I say, this can't be as bad as last time. And then it is. I don't like being stuck behind garbage trucks, especially if they're stinky. Nasty, nasty. Oh, is this guy just stopped here? What happened? Oh, he's just, I don't know what this guy's doing. They're both from Florida. What the fuck's going on? You got a Jeep, pull onto the curb. Oh my gosh. And that was a respectful air horn. Courtesy tap. But I saw they're from Florida, so I know those people need a kick in the ass sometimes, you know. Maybe. Here's the drawbridge I was talking about. There's another one up ahead too. So on my commute this morning, I was behind someone on the fast lane. And we're both doing like 75, you know, and the car in front of me. I had pretty good space between us. But all of a sudden I see like an explosion of like feathers, and it looked like feathers. Like all over the place. And then I see the guy, like, he hits the brakes, he tries to get over all the way right, and I'm like, what the heck? And so when he pulls over, I look at him, I look at the front of the car, and I see one headlight on, and it looked like the front was smashed in. And at that time, I wanted to stop and make sure, but I didn't. I had two cars on the right lanes of me, so I couldn't get over it quick enough. I felt bad, but when I turned my head back to the fast lane, I see a deer with no head. Yeah, that was I'm guessing that's why it looked like feathers. It was, you know, I've never seen one with no head. And it must have, she really hit it hard, because that thing was like 100 to 200 feet ahead in the fast lane. Enough to where I had to like kind of go around it. And, you know, I hope the person was alright and didn't have like a heart attack or anything. I can't imagine how scared that person must have been when she hit that thing. Yeah, I see that drawbridge going up. I'm guessing we're gonna be sitting here for 10 minutes maybe. Okay, we sat at that drawbridge for about 15 minutes. I estimated 10. So, not too bad. We're heading back. We're going to get another load. Hopefully it's a good long one that I could just finish out the day with. We'll see. I'll wake you up later. We're almost in Clifton for this next delivery. Just turning onto Ballwood. Ballwood on my truck. Bet you nobody laughed at that one. Then I got 2 other stops. One is to Elmwood Park, and then I'm going to Palisades Park. Yeah, these towns are like kind of hit and miss. I know the one in Palisades Park is going to be easy. You know, it depends on like who you're living to sometimes. People that understand the size, you know, and space you need to park and be able to do delivery. I mean, some people just leave enough room for you to park, and then they don't understand that you need space for the Moffat to come off, go to the side of the truck, and drop it in the driveway or the sidewalk. I have to like explain to them why I need more space. I mean, the Moffat is not like a helicopter where I can just take it off the truck and just pluck it up and put it exactly next to the truck. You know, it's not like a ghost Moffat where you can just drive through trucks and walls and shit. Other 2 towns, Clifton and Elmwood Park. We're just around the corner from this first stop. Well, it would be the 3rd of the day. First stop now. Hold up. I like a challenge. I love proving people wrong. Oh, you can't get the Moffat in there. Oh, yes, I can. That's most of my satisfaction. If I could save someone from breaking their back, you know, moving material at too far away from where they need it, that's where I really get my satisfaction. It's like, I want to save these workers from, you know, working too hard when they don't really have to. You know, these guys work hard every day, and they're happy. A lot of them are happy and content go the extra mile. You know, I try to do that all the time. You know, as long if it's not like totally unsafe or, you know, there's too big of a risk for potential damage, or, you know, I could usually, there's always a way. There's always a way to do these things. Oh yeah, this one's, is it that one? I don't know. I guess I was hoping it'd be that one. Yep, it's this one. On the right. Looks like it's building a garage. Garage. He's giving me the thumbs up. I don't know what that means, but I gave him a thumbs up back. You're supposed to pick up lumber too. I bet you it's that stuff right next to that trailer, because that ain't happening unless he's gonna move the trailer. Alright, we got out of Clifton, we got out of Elmwood Park. Right now we're on I-80. I don't know if you can see the city in the background a little bit, not much. But this goes all the way up to the GW Bridge. So we got one more stop. We're gonna get this little pack of lumber off and head back to the yard. And I also have some lumber to return, and then hopefully just load up for Monday, and that's it. But we're done with deliveries today. I just gotta drive back, unload, load, and then drive for another hour and a half home. This place, Orange Coffee. I wind up there every once in a while. Once in a blue moon. Orange Coffee. It's not actually orange. I thought it was, but I opened the lid and it wasn't. Anyway, I went there a couple days ago. And very friendly guy. I think he's the owner. He made my coffee. It was very good. It took a minute longer than Dunkin', and it's still like, you know, $5 cup of coffee. But I noticed when I go to scan my debit card to pay for it, he reached over and press the no tip button, which, you know, everywhere you go now, that's, you know, that's not like a big franchise. You see those tip buttons come up. You know, you buy a $5 coffee every day. You know, you feel bad that you want to leave a tip, or you don't want to be rude and press no tip in front of them. You know, it's just, he took that all away. It's like, press no tip. He's like, I'm not going to make you uncomfortable. We're still waiting in line at the Pilot. I was hoping to have just like a quick fill up on the road, but I totally forgot that I had less than an eighth of a tank. But it's worth it because I have this. I get the points and I don't pay for it. And I can use the points to get free coffee, snacks, whatever's in there. And it racks up pretty fast if you come here regularly. Especially if you're driving a tractor trailer, they take a lot more fuel than I do. Some of those guys guys who have like twin 100-gallon tanks or 120-gallon tanks. This is like, I have a 75-gallon tank. I wish I had two. I wish I had one on the other side. I'm filling that freaking thing up like every other day. You also, when you fill up, I'll look at the receipt, but I have like a bunch of free showers. That's the automatic shut-off alarm. Save fuel. It's green. Yeah, I don't need the showers. You know, maybe I could sell them to somebody. You know, free showers. It's gonna cost you. Alright. That guy filled up already. The other guy drove right through. I'm wondering if that pump is not working correctly. That happens. So, you know, this guy in front of me is starting to move, so he was successful. Yep, so I went in to get the receipt. They have a kiosk you can swipe your pilot's card at and print the receipt. They don't do it at the pump because they want you to go inside the store, buy shit. If I go in there, I'm buying something. I can't help it. Lottery ticket or... So, they have a kiosk. I swipe my card, it prints out the receipt. See how many points. Current points balance, 3,567. I earned 54 points this visit. And I got 2 cups of coffee last week with my points, so still a lot. I earned 1 shower this time. My current shower balance is 3.5. A half a shower? So you just go in there and wash my balls and that counts as half a shower or something. That's half a shower. Doesn't make sense. Maybe it's the time. Maybe you get half the time in the shower. And not surface body area. That was the first thing that came to my mind, but I'm gullible. Bye, pilot. We're like 2 minutes away. I'm gonna unload this crap and get the hell out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one.